President Donald Trump has once again become the center of online speculation, but this time it's not because of a speech or a policy announcement. Instead, it's his hands that have social media talking. The 80-year-old president made a public appearance on Monday, August 3rd, and new photos from the event quickly went viral, with several users claiming his hands looked unusually swollen, bruised, and discolored. One viral post even claimed that Trump's hands appeared to be rotting more than usual, triggering a flood of reactions across X. In one widely shared image, Trump's hands are clasped together, and some online users claimed his fingers appeared noticeably puffy. One reaction read, "They look swollen. That paint doesn't match his skin tone. What is even going on with that top thumb?" Another user took it a step further, comparing the president's hands to lacquered stuffed sausages. A third mocks Trump's appearance by bringing up his long-discussed hand size, writing, "Short, fat little fingers and little hands." Others weren't just focused on his hands. One person claimed Trump looked particularly swollen overall, saying his face, neck, and hands all appeared puffier than usual. Another joked that perhaps he'd simply spent the weekend shaking too many hands at the country club. But not everyone was convinced there was anything unusual going on. Several users pushed back against the speculation, pointing out that bruising on the hands can be common in older adults. One person explained that sun damage, frequent hand use, or even medications like aspirin can make bruises appear more noticeable. Another commenter added, "I'm only 71 and I get those bruises. I don't like Trump, but those bruises are from sun damage." The conversation also revived an issue that surfaced several times over the past year. Trump's right hand has repeatedly become the subject of online speculation after visible bruising appeared during previous public appearances. The debate grew so widespread that the White House previously addressed the issue, insisting there was no underlying medical concern behind the marks. Still, the latest photos have reignited fresh questions online, with supporters dismissing the claims as overblown, while critics continue dissecting every new image of the president's appearance. And speaking of renewed health speculation, this isn't the only recent moment that's put President Trump under the microscope. The president sparked another wave of debate after appearing to mistake an ABC News reporter for someone from the BBC during a live briefing aboard Air Force One. What started as a serious discussion about Iran and possible peace talks quickly turned into one of Donald Trump's most talked about moments aboard Air Force One. Instead of focusing on negotiations in the Middle East, the conversation suddenly shifted to something entirely different. A reporter identified herself as being from ABC News, but Trump appeared to mishear her, leading to an awkward exchange that has now gone viral. The clip spread rapidly across social media, with critics questioning if the U.S. president struggling to hear amid health concerns. But what exactly happened, and why is everyone talking about it? Here's the full story. The exchange happened while U.S. President Donald Trump was speaking to reporters aboard Air Force One on August 2. Much of the briefing focused on the ongoing conflict involving Iran. Trump claimed that fresh negotiations were about to begin and suggested military action had been paused because diplomacy was making progress. But as reporters continued asking questions, that is when the now viral moment occurred. A journalist introduced herself before speaking, and a minor slip turned into a storm on social media.
I like BBC better than ABC.
The unexpected remark briefly shifted attention away from the discussion about Iran and quickly became the most shared moment from the entire media briefing. The online reaction was immediate and sharply divided. One social media user wrote, "Maybe a reporter should just reply with, 'It doesn't matter, please answer the question,' and then just watch him absolutely implode." Another commented, "When he pulls that, the reporter should come back. Why does it matter?" Others further joked, "Trump ranking news networks like their restaurants is the most 2026 thing ever." As with many moments involving the president, the clip quickly evolved into a broader political debate online. Whether viewers saw it as a harmless distraction, an unnecessary distraction, or a moment that raised fresh questions, one thing is certain. A press briefing that began with discussions about Iran and possible peace negotiations ended up being dominated by a brief exchange over 3 familiar letters, ABC and BBC. And once again, a few seconds aboard Air Force One proved enough to ignite another political debate across America.
I was asked to by Saudi Arabia, by UAE, by Qatar, and by Iran. We were all set to go, just about at this time right now, and it would have been a massive attack. We were all set to go, but when the allies asked to call it off, you got to sort of say, well, let's see. And the reason they asked is I think there's a deal. There's a deal on Hormuz, and then there will be a deal on the nuclear, or you might call it the denuclearization of Iran.